Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. My name is Gleed, and you've joined us for a Matrix Fitness Live workout. What we're going to be doing today is 3 rounds of exercises. The first round is going to be a bit of conditioning work. The second round is going to be some core. And then the third round, I'm going to bring in a bit of fusion because we've got some explosive power, but also some very slow, controlled strength work as well. So we've got a load of different exercises for you. Each round we do, the workout is going to be 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of recovery, and we'll do every single exercise twice, so that way then you can learn what you're doing and then practice it as well. So we're really excited about this workout. It's going to be a really nice one. It's going to be challenging, but I will give you options to progress the exercises if you want. Now, first of all, you just need a little bit of space around you. I've got a mat set up, just make it a little bit more comfortable for me. If you've got a towel or a jumper that you can place your hands or your elbows on, that'll be a little bit more comfortable for you guys as well. So the first thing to do is just start to open up the arms, reaching across your body. Think about these nice big diagonal movements. What we want to do is start to mobilize through the body, and then we can start to get after it. We've got a bit of upper body work in the main first section. So we just want to prepare your body for the work that we're going to be doing as well. Okay, now just doing a couple of big shoulder rolls. All I want you to do now is just to rotate. Now you can see I'm just pivoting off my feet and allowing my shoulders at around about chest height to move from side to side. Just getting a little bit of freedom in here, just moving around a little bit. It looks like it's going to be a nice day outside, so hopefully this will get you ready for a little bit of activity outside. So just give me a little half squat here, just lowering your hips down towards the floor, just to get some blood into the muscles, especially through the front of the thighs that we're going to be working on. But at the same time, just starting to mobilize through your hips and your knees a little further as well. Good. Okay, let's take this into a reverse lunge, just a little step back, knee down towards the floor. But at the same time, if you feel like you want to just take a smaller range move to begin with, that's absolutely fine. I want you to feel comfortable and progress the exercises at your own level of comfort and fitness as well. Now, some of you might be checking out the workout this morning, ready to do it at lunchtime or this evening as well, because we'll be back at 12 o'clock today and also at 5 o'clock this evening as well. So if you feel like you want to just tune in and watch what we're doing this morning, maybe you can just get a few ideas for your own workout, and that's absolutely fine by us. We just want to help support you guys staying active and staying fit as well. Okay, now what we do is take an imaginary skip rope. We just want you pushing off the floor. So this is quite nice because it gets your heart rates up. But also later on in our third block of exercises, we have got a bit of calf work. So I just want to make sure that your body is prepared for that. We're going to do some slow work later on, which will go with a little bit more strength. Take this little skip side to side with a little jump. Just moving your feet from one side to the other. Good. Okay, now let's give me a little punch combination. I just want to jab, cross, jab, jump 180 degrees again, jab, cross, jab. Okay, keep this going. Now when you start to throw those punches, I want you to pivot off your feet. And each time, return your hands back up to around about chest height. Good. Jab, cross, jab. Good. Just keep your body moving here. Okay, just relax out there. Just shake it all out. Now we're going to do a knee strike. We've been doing this for the last few workouts. We're going to pivot to one side. You're going to strike your knee up 3 times. And then you're going to pivot your feet to the opposite side. And then alternate that. Knee strike over to your opposite side again. Let's do it again. So knee strike from one side. You can see I'm reaching with my arms. But at the same time, driving my knee up to the bottom of my ribs. And so I want you to almost have a bit of a target. Okay, so just start to drive those knees up. Nice big dynamic movement, just so we can start to mobilize the joints, get your heart rate a little bit more. But this is a great exercise for just getting you used to going into what we call a flex position and an extended position into the hips as well. Okay, just loosening your body. You should start to feel like you can move a little bit more. If not, just adjust where you want to be. Just free up a little bit more. Okay, the first exercise we're going to do is a squat to reverse lunge. Here's how it's going to look. I'm going to do it sideways on view. I'm going to do a squat, and then it's a step back lunge on either leg, and then back into that squat. Okay? So squat, and then the step back lunges. Both legs get stepped back. Then the next exercise is going to be a kick sit, which I will show you in between. So let's get going on this one. Give me a squat, and let's take you into that lunge. So nice big step back, and then into those squats again. Now the goal on these movements is just to build yourself down into working into a deeper range. So think of this as an extension of the warm-up, but at the same time, you've got an option when we do these exercises again to progress them if that's what you need to do today. Very keen on making sure that you get the workout that you want from this. So if you want to get a little bit more fitness out of this, then I'm going to give you an option as we go around these exercises a second time. Okay, last 5 seconds. Let's get one more round of these in a squat, and then each leg stepping back. Okay, relax. Now, your next exercise is called a kick sit. So your hands are going to come down towards the floor, and what you're going to do is you're going to kick your leg and then take a sit down. Okay, and then from here, you pivot on your feet. That's the secret. So when you rotate from side to side, I need you to pivot on your feet as you kick your foot through. So let's get going, 45 seconds of work. Now here's another option for you. You can just start to lift your hand off the floor. Now the benefit of lifting your hands off the floor is it means that you have a little bit more space and room to kick underneath. Okay, so that's the kick set. Now I'm going to take this one quite slowly to begin with, because it's quite a large range of movement, but don't forget, when we go around these exercises the second time, that's when we can get after it a little bit more. So learn the move, then start to push yourself. Your choice. If you want to get after it early and you're feeling good, that's fine. I'm just mindful that it's before 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's get you moving a little bit and build it up. Okay, check it out. Now, next exercise is going to be a bear core. So I'm going to need a little bit of space here, but I'll give you an option if you don't have much space. So, bear core, hands underneath your shoulders, lift your knees up. Now it's opposite hand and leg. Move forwards, and then move backwards. Let's get moving. Now, if you haven't got much space, what you could do is quite simply just one step forwards and backwards. So it really doesn't need a lot of space if you don't have it. But this bear core is a great exercise for starting to get your upper body working. So there's your options. That's the one where you don't have much space. If you've got a little bit more space, then you can start to travel a little bit more. Good. Last couple of seconds. Okay, that's it. Okay, team. Let's get after all those 3 exercises again. Squat to reverse lunge. Here's the difference this time. Once you've done the squat, if you really want to get after it, then you've got a jumping lunge and then back into your squat again. So you've got options. I'm going to take the easier option to begin with. Okay, so here's your squat. Here's the reverse lunge, and then back into your squat. So this is where you can stay if you'd like to. Okay, now here's the option. It's a squat, lunge, and then scissor that lunge, and then come back up. Okay, so you have the option to get after it and push your fitness a little bit more, or you've got the option to take it nice and steady. Your choice, your workout. That way, not my fault tomorrow if your legs are feeling a bit sore. And if you did the workout with me on Tuesday, my legs felt a little bit sore from that one. I think it was those lunges where we were just moving from side to side. They definitely got the outside of my legs working hard. There we go. Okay, let's take it down to kick sets. Remember, hands can stay on the floor, or you can pivot and lift the hand off at the same time to create a little bit more space. Starting in 5 seconds, get yourself in a nice comfy position, and let's get after it. So, reaching underneath the body, sit yourself right down. You can lift the hands up if you want to, get a little bit more space, or you've got the option of sitting down and keeping your hands in contact with the floor as well. So you pick the level of intensity you want to work to. I'm going to just start to lift my hands up a little bit more. So I'm still feeling a little bit sore in those legs from Tuesday's workout. I wonder if any of you guys out there are doing it 3 times in a day as well. It does get tiring, but all good fun. Last 5 seconds of work. Keep kicking your hips underneath and relax there. Okay, bear crawls up next. You can travel with this, or you can stay in a static position if you need to. This depends on how much room you've got. Starting in 5 seconds with those arms in a nice little shake. Place them underneath your shoulders on all 4s. Lift the knees up, and away we go. Falling forwards. Trying to keep opposite hand and opposite leg moving at the same time. And that will help keep your back straight as well. What I don't want to see is your bums right up in the air, I want to keep you fairly low. You can see my knees are just off the floor. Staying low. It is a crawl, not a charge. You just work on speed. It's much more about working through the upper body and your legs at the same time. So good exercise for getting groundwork coming in. Almost like an active plank. Okay, I'm going to relax there. Okay, now I'm going to grab a mat here. Now if you've got a towel or a jumper or you have got a mat, then that'd be great. Let's get you ready for some side planks. So getting your elbow underneath your shoulder, feet stacked upon each other. Let's go for this. Straight in, up into a strong side plank position. Keep yourself in that nice strong position, reaching your arm up high. Keep yourself strong here. Good. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold this for about another 10 seconds. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start to switch from side over to the other side. So I'm going to do a quick rotation. Okay, bring it down. Quick pivot over to the opposite side. Lift up again. Now, if you wanted to, you can just turn around, but I want to get into this position so you can see my form. I'm keeping pushing to my hip up towards the ceiling, so get in that direction, pushing upwards. So many people start to sag in their hips when they're doing this, so you really try and push the hip up high. Good. Excellent. Now, the next exercise is a V-sit. So we're going to lie on your back with your arms and legs up stretched. From here, you're going to reach up towards your toes and then lower yourself back down again. Now, the higher you come up, the better. But again, I want you to breathe out when you exert yourself here. So let's get going. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you reach up towards your toes. Inhale as you lower back down. Now, when you're doing this exercise, there is going to be a little bit of momentum, but I want you to try and reduce too much momentum. I want you to use your strength and try and keep your legs long. Now, if keeping your legs long is a little bit too hard, you can bend your knees a little bit and maybe reach your wrists towards your knees. That can sometimes be a nice way of thinking about a target to aim for as well. So last 10 seconds, keep exhaling as you reach up, inhaling as you lower yourself back down, reset the spine, and then go again. Okay, now next exercise we're going to do is called a boat pose, okay? So we're going to sit really tall with your spine. And I want you just to touch your fingers onto the floor. Now balance onto your seat bones, which is the bottom of your tailbone, so it's the bottom of your spine. And from here, I just want you to hold this position. Now if you can, I've got an option for you just to slowly tap your heels onto the floor. But the main focus here is keeping this long, straight spine. So just a little small heel tap onto the floor, keeping that nice, steady movement. This boat pose comes from yoga and Pilates positions and poses. And it's all about maintaining that straight spine as you start to extend. So it's much more about balance and control, a bit of poise and focus, as opposed to moving quickly where we're trying to restrict blood flow. So just nice, slow, steady movement, keep control, and relax there. Okay, let's get you ready for those 3 exercises again. Side plank is your first exercise. Feet stacked upon each other. We're going to lift your hips up and hold it strong in 4, 3, arm goes high. Up, go into that strong side plank position. Nice strong position here. Keeping your hips up high, reaching your fist up towards the ceiling. I'm not sure if any of you guys will be outside quite yet. If you are, reach it up to the sky. Okay, here comes the quick transition over to the opposite side, so you can just turn around if you want to. I'm going to just quickly rotate, and let's go straight into this. Nice 20 seconds strong plank onto the opposite side. Now we know these exercises, what I'm looking for you to do is to hold a really strong position. If you start to fatigue, that's fine. I would rather you stop, reset, and then go again, than try and work with poor form. So 5 seconds to go, keep reaching up high, keep your hips lifted, and relax there. Okay, V-sits come in next. Lie onto your back, extend your arms and your legs. Exhale as you reach up towards your toes. Standing in 5. So again, when you reach this one, try and keep the spine as straight as possible. Let's go. Breathe out. Breathing in as you lower down. Good. Exhale as you reach up. Inhale as you lower down. If the legs being straight is too challenging, here's your option. It's going to be wrists to your knees and then back down again. So that's your options. Wrists to knees, or if you can, fingertips towards toes and then lower yourself back down. You've got 15 seconds of work. Exhale as you reach up, inhale as you lower back down. Go and get the shoulder blades up, last one, reaching toward, and relax there. Okay, both toes coming up next, we're going to sit you onto your seat bones, so stay nice and tall. Really trying to link through the spine, imagine a bit of strings coming up from the top of your head. You're just going to rest your heel onto the floor, fingertips touch the floor, lean back until you find that balanced position, and then release the hands, and you have an option of tapping the heels. If you don't want to tap the heels, just hold that position, that's absolutely fine. If at any time balance becomes an issue, you can place your hands down, one leg down, or all your legs down and just hold this position. Okay, so you have the options to make this as easy or as hard as you want to. This is the option that I would like you to try and get after. So just holding that strong boat pose with a nice straight spine, tapping your heels down towards the floor, nice and steadily. What's going to happen is you're going to start to feel your hips. So if it starts to happen, hands can go wide, and you can just lift the hips in a steady position and just walk the heels. So you've got loads of options here. There's not a wrong position to go into as long as you're ultimately trying to work in this position. Okay, but that's there. Now we're going to keep the mat here. We're going to do a close grip press up. Now check this one out. Your hands are going to be underneath your chest, not too wide. And what we're going to do, I'm going to start off my knees, so it's a close grip press up, and then leave my toes towards the floor, and I'm reaching towards my toes. Then knees come back to the floor, lower yourself back down, and it's again a strong, like close grip tricep press. Okay. Then push yourself back up into a full plank position. Reach towards your toes. Knees come down again. Lower your body to the floor. Push away from the body up into that strong plank position. Reach towards your toes. Now these close grip tricep press, they're tough exercises. So if you need to make that a little bit easier by going onto your knees, that's fine. Here's your other option then. Going completely off the floor, then reach. Returning back to that plank position in between each toe tap, that would be your standard. So if you can work to that level, that would be great. Okay. Now, let's get you into another exercise here. It's a slow squat, so slowly lower your hips down towards your heels. Now go slow, go low. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up onto your tiptoes, reset the heels, deep squat again. Now normally we move quickly. Normally we're adding in jumps. But what I'm doing today is I want you to slow this down. If you can work slowly, then what happens is your muscles are working for a longer period of time. So at the top of this movement, I'm coming up onto my tiptoes, then lower myself back down. Let's show you this. So lower down, come up onto your tiptoes, hopefully you can just about see my feet there. Sometimes it can be a little bit harder when I'm wearing black shoes on a black mat. A nice, slow, steady movement. It's got to make the muscles work. One more, come all the way up into your tiptoes. Now, from the slow to the speed, this is a single leg burpee. So you jump out, you jump in, and you push up off the floor. And we're going to alternate one leg and then the other. Come with me, let's go. So jump out, jump in, and go up. Now, opposite leg. Jump out, jump in, and back up. Now, if we can start with that, that's great. Here's your option. We go all the way to a full press-up position on one leg. Then all the way back in, and then a big jump up. Okay, swap the legs over. So, full extension of the hip. Bring yourself all the way back in, push yourself up strong. Alternate the leg. So, full extension, all the way in, push yourself up high. So you've got an option to make this hard, or make it a little bit easier. Here's a slightly easier option. Just a small jump, and then just a little push off. So you pick the intensity, okay? Relax there. Let's do all those three exercises again. Close grip, tricep press to toe tap, okay? And sit down onto the floor. I'm going to start off on your knees if you want to join me. And then we'll go to the hands. Okay, lower down, push away, up into a plank position, reach towards your toes. And let's go again, onto the press up, and then the toe tap. Last one. Then I'm going to show you the full one if you want to get after it a little bit more. It can be challenging. Here we go. All the way down, all the way back up, then the toe tap. So it's a much bigger range of movement. Good. Last one then. Okay, relax there. Give those arms a little shake there. Be tough to stay in that narrow grip. Okay, this is the slow squat with calf raise. Slow it all down. Work with strength here. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Slow squat, trying to get deep. Then slowly all the way back up onto your tiptoes, a little pause, and then back down again. Now it's the depth and the control that you're looking for here. So many times we add these little jumps in. We've got those in the burpees. That was just coming around the corner. But that slow work is what I want you to keep working. Now, at this point, sometimes, if you're pretty used to doing workouts, you might find that this slow squat isn't doing that much for you. That's not a problem. You can still start to work on your form and then start to challenge your range of movement. So how low can you go while you keep your back straight and your knees in the same position? Okay? So what some people start to do is their knees start to come in or go out. So let's say it's the last exercise, a single leg burpee. Down to the floor. So let's get you ready for this. Starting in 5. I'll show you the small range to begin with. Okay, let's get going. So a little jump in, push off the floor, and then swap the legs over. So it can just be a small range of movement, or if you can, here it is. Here's your large one. Full extension of the hip. All the way back in, and then a big reach up. Swap the legs over. All about a little bit of stability here. So you're not going to be moving as quickly as you would do doing a full burpee, but it's about the control. Can you keep your balance when you're changing all of these positions from being up, being down, being out with the leg, back in with the leg, and then pushing up as well? So the last one, go out, go in, and back up, and shake those legs out. Okay, so hopefully you've got your heart rate up in the end there. Today was not about pushing your fitness. It was a lot more about control and conditioning. So let's just open up the arms again. Start and get a little bit of a stretch. We're going to take a tricep stretch after doing those close grip press ups. So reach one hand up and over the head. It reaches down the spine. Good work. Let's swap the arms over. Okay, loosen up a little bit. Have a little side bend, so arms reaching up above your head. Lean to the side, get a nice stretch down through the sides of the body. Good. Come back to the centre. Over to the opposite side. Good. Come back to the centre again. Now while we're standing, we're going to go into a quadricep stretch. So standing on one leg, bring the foot into the palm of your hand. Bring your knees close together. Slight bend in the standing foot. Lengthen up through the spine. Now think about pushing your foot into the back of your hand. Give it a little shake and swap it over. Bring your knees together. Push the foot into the palm of your hand. Get a nice deep stretch through the quads. Yeah, give it a little shake and shake it out. Okay, let's take it down to the floor. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do an up dog and a down dog. So hands underneath your shoulders. I'm going to keep my knees on the floor to begin with. I'm just going to lift my chin and chest up tall. Let my gaze draw upwards. Shoulder blades peel backwards. Now from here, tuck your toes into the floor. And I want you to push into your hands as you reach your hips up high and look down towards your toes. Now just pedal the heels. This is the downward dog position. Just walking your heels just so you can start to get a nice stretch through the calves. Then lower yourself forwards with your hips, lifting your chin and chest up again. Let's do it all again. Push back into your downward facing dog. Now, your left foot is going to come up towards your left hand. Now, if it doesn't quite get there, physically move it for me. Reach your left arm up high and push your back heel away from the rest of your body. I want you to try and lengthen and strengthen at the same time. Now, bring that left hand down the side. Step back to down facing dog one last time. over to the opposite side, so right foot goes up towards your right hand, reach your right hand up, push the back heel away from the rest of the body, hold that nice strong position again. And again, bring that hand back and down, step yourself back, down onto your knees, and then just slowly roll up through your spine, and just loosen your body out. Fantastic. Good job, guys. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me for this morning workout. We'll be back at 12 o'clock today and also at 5 o'clock this evening. So if you've been checking out the exercises and you want to join us again for the live run through, that would be absolutely great. If you want to do some of these exercises on your own, it's 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds recovery, and we hope you have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Take care. See you soon.